So guys, this time I'm recording video for Cognizant Selection. So as a full stack .NET developer, so my previous video was for an Agaro full stack .NET developer. So I'm having 4 year of experience. So this year on month of Feb, I gave interview with Cognizant. So let's start with the things like first round I was having was an online test and its duration was 90 minutes. I guess that's how I remember now because few many days have passed. So it was a online MCQ test. So like the few of the topics I'm remembering now was AWS and MongoDB, C Sharp, SQL Server, and JavaScript based questions, and some topic maybe more on that. So these were just basic like MCQ questions based on these things. So I got cleared my first round. Then I next step was I got called for the round two. So round two was a technical interview. So in this like when my interview was scheduled, and then interviewer, it was like a online video interview as COVID is going on. So that was the interview when started. So first thing that was happening there was my project discussion, like what type of project you work on, what is your roles and responsibility, and how you take a requirement from client. So I gave him my answer, like I'm following Scrum Agile, and that is how we take requirement using Azure DevOps and from client. So then he, after that, I think a 10-minute discussion on detailed discussion on the project, your roles, responsibilities, and then there was a technical interview. So the topics were from like first they all start with the C sharp, oops, and other important C sharp questions. Then as I was a full stack developer, so question was asked me regarding MVC and .NET Core and Angular and SQL also. So Angular, that time I just mentioned him that I am also having Angular experience also. So that time he not ask questions on Angular. So like then after that I got selected in the round two. Then there was a HR discussion and the things regarding salary and all they discussed. And Cognizant also provide joining bonus also, that is a plus point. So let me just give you a detail on which type of questions they ask on round two. I'm having list of them, so let me just open it. Like starting from, I think I should start with C sharp. So like you all know that nowadays interface versus abstract class, I think in most of the interview question this is most asked question. And then I was asked about partial classes and design pattern. And in design pattern, like I was using like repository design pattern with unit of work. So then he asked me like, why only unit of work, what is need of it. So I gave him my answer. And like then he asked about async await, what is the use of await keyword, what that keyword do, and what async does, and is it necessary to use await if we are using async in the method. Then let's move to the next was MVC. Like he asked like a strongly typed classes, what are these? Like he was asking scenario based question, not direct like what are partial view. This is not he was asking. He was asking like how can we use a component like a page in more than one page. So like he was asking that way. So like one question he was asking was, when we pass data from view to controller, so how the parameter binding does in the controller side. So it is like a strongly type class that we are using model in our class, so based on that parameter get binds there. Then he asked about filters, and especially action filter and razor pages and attribute versus conventional routing, and which gets priority if we are using both attribute and conventional routing. Then he asked question about authentication and authorization, and token based authentication is most commonly asked nowadays in terms of authentication. And then cross origin resource sharing, and that was also asked. And then regarding web API, he asked me like the difference between HTTP put, post, delete, and like content negotiation. He did not ask me like what is content negotiation. He asked like if we have a web API, and based on which type of data our client require, we need to pass him that. How will we achieve this? So that time I was not knowing the concept, so I was not able to tell him. But in the last, he told me that read about this term, content negotiation. And there was one question from his side, like if we have form with various fields like name, date of birth, and etc. other fields maybe. So now we want to pass age to the controller, not the date of birth. Like we have to calculate age from the date of birth, so without using jQuery. So he was asking how can we do that. So maybe guys you can research on this and comment me on the comment section. And then there was a SQL server questions. Maybe some more can be there, but the thing I'm remembering right now, I'm mentioning it. He was asking not what is scope identity. He was asking like how can we fetch the last inserted record if we are performing an insert. And then he asked like how to optimize a long store procedure. He was asking like what are the things we can do on that. Then .NET Core, I told him that I have experience, so he was asking like what is dependency injection. In every .NET Core interview, this is the most asked question. And how many types the service can be injected. And then uh, then there was a question from LinkU, LinkU query to find the second highest salary. So these were the questions, and hope you guys enjoy this video. And I have also lots of videos for other companies interview also. If you guys like this video, please subscribe my channel so that I get motivated for the next videos. So catch you guys on the next videos. Feel free to comment me and do subscribe. Okay, thanks guys.